And you're listening to Soundside. I'm Scott Greenstone in for Libby Dankman. If you're not up for driving all the way to Astoria, Oregon for the Goonies, you must not be a real fan. You'd rather stick closer to home this weekend. We have you covered. Here with almost every event, festival, and concert happening this weekend is Soundside producer Jason Megatron Burrows.
Thank you, Scott, and welcome to the Weekend Warmup. All right, normally I would list these events out quasi-chronologically, starting with the things that you can do tonight, ending with the things happening Sunday and beyond. But today we are shaking things up a bit and starting off with a listener submission. Greg over at Steel Magic Northwest hit us up back in March to get their annual show on the docket, and honestly, it sounds like a lot of fun. Steel Magic Northwest is a steel pan orchestra made up of high school kids from around the region with after-school programs in Edmonds and Kent. Their show is called Here Comes the Sun and will feature a number of different steel ensembles, including the Pan Wizards Steel Orchestra. It's all happening Sunday at 5 p.m. at the Edmonds Center for the Arts, and I want to say a huge thanks to Greg for sending this in. I'm also crossing my fingers that we will get to hear the Cantina Band song from Star Wars. And now it's time to start doing some wrist circles and reflex training, because the Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show kicks off tomorrow at the Tacoma Convention Center. Over 400 pinball machines await your supple wrist and crazy flipper fingers. There are tournaments scheduled, tech seminars, a costume contest, tattoos, a kids zone, and Hercules, the largest pinball machine ever made. That's the Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show running tomorrow through Sunday down in Tacoma. Now, there are a ton of festivals happening this weekend, so let's get to it. Saturday at Seattle Center, we've got the Indigenous Peoples Festival, with events happening both on the mural stage out by Pacific Science Center and on the Armory stage inside the center itself. They've got a ton of vendors lined up, and be sure to come hungry because there is a lot of food, including one of my personal favorites, Off the Res. The festival starts at 10 on Saturday and runs through 5 p.m. Down in Kent on Saturday, you can hit up the Kent Nerd Party. Nerd! Downtown Kent turns into a giant haven for geeks and nerds like myself, including a cosplay contest, miniature painting contest, a Lego museum, LARP games, outdoor vendors, and more. It's all happening at 1st Avenue South and West Gow Street, I hope I'm saying that right, from 2 p.m. until 7 on Saturday down in Kent. One more time, Ogre. Now, one of my favorite events every year, because I love going and hanging out with my friends in Duval, the 65th annual Duval Days Festival starts tomorrow out in Duval, but the big celebration is on Saturday. There's a parade, there's a car show, vendors galore, and so much food. Like, seriously, there is so much food. You can catch live music tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8:30, and Saturday's festival runs 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. Up in Blaine, the Bellingham Scottish Gathering is happening on Saturday. They've got dancing, storytelling, music, a huge beer garden, athletic competitions, and a fish and chips meal. Personally, I'm hoping for some caber tossing, but are utility-kilts still a thing? Scottish Gathering starts at 8 a.m. and runs through 6 p.m. That's up in Blaine. June is Pride Month, and there are events happening every weekend. This Saturday, you can catch Pride in the Park at Volunteer Park up in Capitol Hill. It's taking place from noon until 7 and is open to everyone who wants to celebrate Pride. There are 2 nautical-themed festivals happening this weekend, the Gig Harbor Maritime Festival and the Anacortes Waterfront Festival, both on Saturday and Sunday, both including boats and entertainment galore. You can even have your boat blessed in Gig Harbor, though I don't think Pope Leo is scheduled to make an appearance. There's also a car show at the event in Anacortes. Now, if, like me, you are into sci-fi and fantasy, and, like me, your attention span needs constant refreshing, SIF's annual Sci-Fi and Fantasy Short Film Festival is happening at the SIF Film Center next to Climate Pledge Arena on Saturday and Sunday. They are screening a whole plethora of films, some as short as 3 minutes, but none are longer than 15. Finally, up in Monroe, for all of the fiber arts enthusiasts out there, you can check out Fiber Fusion Northwest at the Evergreen State Fairgrounds. It's 3 days of fiber, education, and fun. They even have a featured breed of sheep, the Shetland, which has a delightfully cute face and really neat-looking wool. I don't know anything about wool, but it looks cool. There are vendors, exhibits, classes, demonstrations, and, I quote, spinning shenanigans. I love a good shenanigan, so check out Fiber Fusion Northwest. It starts tomorrow and runs through Sunday up in Monroe. All right, we are just about finished, but before we go, I am honor-bound as a burger enthusiast to let you know about something starting on Monday. The Strangers Burger Week launches Monday the 9th with 24 different burger joints across the greater Seattle area, all presenting their unique concoctions, with each burger only running $12. I will be attempting to sample as many as I can across the week, so I hope to see you out on the hunt for the best burger in the city. I'm especially excited about the Kraken Double Stack Smash Burger down the street from the studio here at the Kraken Bar and Lounge on Roosevelt. Okay, now we're done. As usual, we will have links to all of these events at kuow.org/Soundside, and you can find even more events by checking out KUOW's podcast, Meet Me Here. If you would like to suggest an event for future installments of this segment, like Greg from Steel Magic Northwest, please shoot me an email, soundside@kuow.org. Thank you for listening to Soundside. I'm Jason Megatron Burrows, and that's what you could be doing this weekend.
Thanks for listening to Soundside. By the way, this show is only possible because listeners support us. If you are able to give right now, check out the show notes for a link to donate. And don't forget, you can listen live on KUOW 94.9 FM Seattle at noon and 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, or anytime online at kuow.org.